Did you know that what you sip in the morning might trigger stroke or even dementia? According to experienced neurologists, if you're over 60 and want to protect your memory, your focus, and your future, this video could be one of the most important you'll watch all year. Many people assume that what they drink in the morning is harmless, maybe even helpful. But according to a growing number of neurologists, certain morning drinks can silently raise your risk of stroke and dementia, especially as you age. The surprising part, these aren't rare exotic drinks. They're found in many kitchens across America, and millions of seniors consume them daily without a second thought. This video is not meant to scare you. It's meant to empower you. You'll discover 5 unexpected drinks that may seem innocent, but could put your brain at risk if consumed in the wrong way or at the wrong time. We'll explore what they do to your blood vessels, your brain, and your nervous system, and more importantly, what smarter choices you can make starting tomorrow morning. So, if you've been feeling foggy lately, more forgetful than usual, or just want to take better care of your mind, stay with us. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid and what to do instead to help your brain stay sharp and strong for years to come. Number 1, diet sodas. It may surprise you, but that can of diet soda, sitting on your breakfast table, could quietly be doing more harm than good. Many older adults switched to diet drinks thinking they were making a healthier choice, cutting sugar, avoiding calories, and watching their weight. But what neurologists are now warning is that these artificially sweetened beverages may be messing with your brain and your blood vessels in ways that could increase your risk of stroke and dementia. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose were once hailed as miracle alternatives to sugar, but recent studies have linked long-term consumption of these sweeteners with changes in how the brain handles insulin and processes glucose. That's right. Your brain actually responds to these fake sugars, and over time it may become confused. This confusion affects blood flow regulation, memory, and overall cognitive function. What makes it worse is that most people don't drink just one can. They sip throughout the day, not realizing the steady impact. On top of that, many diet sodas contain phosphoric acid, which can interfere with calcium absorption. For aging adults, weakened bones and fragile arteries are already a concern. The added burden of mineral loss and inflammation creates a dangerous cocktail, especially first thing in the morning when your body is dehydrated and your blood pressure tends to be naturally higher. Drinking diet soda in that moment can spike your vascular stress even further. Take Eleanor, a 69-year-old retired teacher from Kansas. She loved her diet soda, with breakfast, claiming it helped her stay sharp and awake. Over the years, though, she began to experience more frequent headaches, forgetfulness, and occasional blurry vision. Her doctor recommended cutting out all diet sodas for 1 month. By week 3, Eleanor reported clearer thinking, better sleep, and improved energy. She had no idea something so small could make such a difference. The bottom line is, just because it says diet doesn't mean it's safe, especially not for your brain. Number 2, flavored coffee creamers. Many of us start our mornings with a warm cup of coffee, and for decades, flavored creamers have made that ritual feel comforting. French vanilla, hazelnut, caramel, just a splash of these sweet additives can make your coffee taste like dessert. But for older adults, especially those concerned about brain health and circulation, these seemingly harmless creamers could be quietly undermining your health. What most people don't realize is that flavored creamers are often made with hydrogenated oils, high fructose corn syrup, and synthetic additives. Even the non-dairy options can be loaded with unhealthy trans fats that linger in the bloodstream long after breakfast. These fats increase LDL cholesterol levels and promote inflammation. 2 key drivers in stroke risk. When your blood vessels become inflamed or clogged, your chances of suffering a stroke go up significantly. It gets worse when you consider how these creamers interact with your brain. Some of the flavoring chemicals and preservatives used have been shown to interfere with cognitive function over time. Your brain relies on clear, stable blood flow to function properly. But when your blood becomes sluggish or thick due to poor fats and additives, your brain may not be getting the oxygen it needs. The result, slower thinking, memory lapses, and yes, even a higher risk for dementia. Take George, a 72-year-old Navy veteran from Ohio. For years, he used a generous pour of hazelnut creamer in every cup of coffee, 3 cups a day, every morning. It was his comfort drink. But after a mild stroke, his doctor advised removing all artificial creamers from his diet. Within 2 months, George saw improvements in his blood pressure, mental clarity, and even his energy levels. He now uses a splash of real milk and cinnamon, and he says he feels like a fog has lifted. The truth is, if a product needs a long label filled with words you can't pronounce, it's probably not the best way to start your day, especially if you're trying to protect your brain and your heart. Flavored creamers may not be worth the sweet taste. There are better, healthier ways to enjoy your morning coffee, and your brain will thank you for it. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, energy drinks. Most folks over 60 don't think of energy drinks as a daily habit. But here's the thing. Even occasional use, especially in the morning, can create a perfect storm for stroke and brain decline. These brightly colored cans often boast of giving you wings or super focus. But what they really deliver is a massive jolt of caffeine and sugar paired with ingredients like taurine and granana that overstimulate your central nervous system. That kind of chemical chaos first thing in the morning can spike your heart rate, constrict your blood vessels, and increase your blood pressure in a matter of minutes. For younger people, the body can usually adapt. But for older adults with more delicate blood vessels or underlying issues like high blood pressure, it's playing with fire. What's even more dangerous is the hidden dehydration. Energy drinks often act like diuretics, making you lose fluid without even realizing it. Dehydration thickens your blood, raising the chance of clots forming and traveling to the brain, a key trigger for strokes. When combined with high blood pressure, it's a double threat. And if you're someone who already takes medication for blood, pressure, or heart issues, these drinks can clash with your prescriptions in ways most people don't expect. Many older adults try them just to get going on a sluggish morning or to push through a long drive. But that temporary lift comes at a high cost. Take Robert, a 74-year-old retired mechanic. He started drinking a can of energy drink 3 times a week before his early morning walks. Within weeks, he was complaining of heart palpitations, brain fog, and dizziness. His doctor found elevated blood pressure and early signs of atrial fibrillation, conditions that raised his risk of stroke significantly. Once he stopped the drinks and focused on hydration, slow movement, and a protein-rich breakfast, those symptoms began to fade. If you've been tempted to grab one of these drinks to kickstart your day, think again. The short-term boost is not worth the long-term risk. Your brain deserves better fuel than that. Number 4, vegetable juices. Now, you might be surprised to hear this one. Vegetable juice has always had a good reputation. It sounds healthy, right? It's got the word vegetable in it, so it must be good for you. But here's the catch. Many store-bought vegetable juices, especially the ones labeled low sodium or heart healthy, are quietly loaded with ingredients that could be harming your brain more than helping it. One of the biggest issues with these juices is their sodium content. Once he stopped the drinks and focused on hydration, slow movement, and a protein-rich breakfast, those symptoms began to fade. If you've been tempted to grab one of these drinks to kickstart your day, think again. The short-term boost is not worth the long-term risk. Your brain deserves better fuel than that. Number 4, vegetable juices. Now, you might be surprised to hear this one. Vegetable juice has always had a good reputation. It sounds healthy, right? It's got the word vegetable in it, so it must be good for you. But here's the catch. Many store-bought vegetable juices, especially the ones labeled low sodium or heart healthy, are quietly loaded with ingredients that could be harming your brain more than helping it. One of the biggest issues with these juices is their sodium content. Even when they say low sodium, they often still contain more than your body needs in a single serving, especially if you're over 60. Too much sodium raises blood pressure, and over time, this can put serious strain on the arteries leading to your brain. That constant pressure increases the risk of a stroke, and not the dramatic fall to the floor kind of stroke you might think of. Many strokes in older adults are silent and go unnoticed, but they chip away at your memory, your clarity, and even your ability to speak or move confidently. Another hidden issue: preservatives and flavor enhancers. Many vegetable juices contain artificial ingredients to extend shelf life or boost taste, especially when they try to cover the bitterness of celery or kale. These additives have been linked to oxidative stress in the brain, which can accelerate cognitive decline. What started as a healthy habit can turn into a daily dose of brain fog in a bottle. I remember talking to a friend named Linda who's 68 and used to drink a tall glass of vegetable juice every morning. She thought it was doing her good until her doctor pointed out that her blood pressure had crept up, despite her healthy lifestyle. Once she stopped the juice and switched to eating actual vegetables, her numbers improved and so did her mental alertness. There's nothing wrong with loving vegetables. In fact, they're some of the best things you can eat. But when they're processed, canned, and bottled, you lose the natural fiber and gain a cocktail of salt and additives your body simply doesn't need. If you're sipping on vegetable juice thinking you're doing something smart, it's worth taking a second look. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos.